Afternoon. This is Superintendent Glover coming to you to share a few highlights of our organization and to bring a level of joy and happiness, especially in a time when some folks feel that there's a reason to bring negative energy to the work that's being done in our district. I begin this conversation by saying that throughout the course of the work that we do in education, there's going to always be those who are naysayers and those who look for the negative blemishes on your organization to provide a characterization that may not always be accurate. And while we cannot enter and engage in discourse on everything that happens within the course of an organization, I want you to know that I stand here today, I sit here today, assuring you that the work that we are doing is in the best interest of students. Not every decision is understood, and not every decision that is characterized by those who do not work within our organization is accurate. But today, I wanted to point out some of the things that are accurate and speak to the great things that are occurring for our students, for our staff, that have a true impact on the learning. While I will not dismiss that there are things that happen in the course of our work that sometimes we have to look back and take a reflective moment on. But here are the things that I take a reflective moment on and I celebrate and applaud. Today, it was announced that Hillside Public Schools and Scholastic have a partnership that's going to increase the literacy footprint for both our students and our families. An opportunity for our families to engage in print-rich material that allows them to have healthy conversations with their children at home. In addition, children will be able to increase their home libraries, an initiative that began and started through the great work of multiple people within this organization, staff members, educators, directors. This work is taking place because of the fact that we value and recognize the importance of literacy. That's an article that you can open up your newspaper and share with your colleagues and friends that says this is something we're doing in the name of students, for our students here in Hillside Public Schools. Last week, we were accepted into the League of Innovative Schools. That's a publication that you can share with your community and says we are one of 150 schools, districts that exist across this country. And you know how many school districts there are in this country. We are one of 150 that are part of a Digital Promise League of Innovative Schools, recognized for the work we're trying to do to be innovative in the name of our students. We come into that as a new member, and we come into that work understanding that we are now going to be able to access resources for our students. Again, something that you can point to in the press that speaks positively about the work that we're doing for our students. We are part of the Amazon Boot Up Scratch Junior and Scratch Initiative. We are one of a handful of districts in the country, but even more importantly, the only district in the state of New Jersey that has our students as young as kindergarten involved in coding. We are part of an international consortium of schools and school districts that will be working to increase our footprint in coding, STEM activities for our students. Again, something that you can point to that your hard work is contributing to making sure that our students are prepared for 21st century and beyond activities. Move This World recently accepted us into another partnership that goes beyond just what we do for our students, but now we're going to have Move This World for our adult staff members as well. Another partnership that has yet to be publicized, but it will be out soon, but the grant we have been chosen to receive. That will allow mental health resources to come into our district for both our students and our staff. Did you hear about Leader in Me? An opportunity for our students and our staff, beginning with our staff, to participate in activities that allow us to continue to develop leadership opportunities for all of our students and staff in our district. Just about everyone in the district who's a part of the lighthouse teams in our various schools have already gone through training. But that Leader in Me speaks about leadership and invoking leadership. We have participated and utilized and leveraged resources as well as leverage our human capital in our district to demonstrate that we value our young people being leaders as well as our staff members in our district. No matter what your role is in the district, whether you are the secretary in the main office, the custodian, the security guard, whether you are a paraprofessional, educator, or central office personnel, we all contribute to the leadership capacity of our students and our district. And finally, 2 evenings ago, one of our students here in Hillside, among the 3,000 that consistently come here to do great things and try to better themselves, was able to sit before two nationally renowned sportscasters, learn about the art and craft of being in the media from professionals who've been doing it for a long time. I noticed the media didn't pick it up, but we've been doing Right On Sports here in Hillside for the last 3 years. An opportunity for our students to hone their writing skills, their communication skills with professionals in the craft. Two evenings ago, Harmony Reed, a freshman at Hillside High School, had the opportunity to be introduced by the world-renowned scholar and writer, sports writer, Peter King, as she in turn introduced Ian Eagle, who those who you are football fans hear his voice on a regular basis in our New York metropolitan region and nationally. An opportunity that the mother of Miss Harmony Reed shared with me and said she is grateful that her daughter was able to sit in the company of esteemed professionals and also network and make opportunities for herself in the future. Folks, again, I say this. We all can sit back and look in the mirror and say, what can we do better as we continue to grow as an organization? But those are just 5 or 6 examples of us doing good things in the name of our students that do show up in our publications, that do show up in the media, that people don't want to talk about all the time. I want to talk about sustainability of those programs and those opportunities for our kids, because those are the things that are going to matter the most in the lives of our children. I salute and congratulate all the educators and staff members in this district who continue to get up every day and do what's great for our students. I applaud and I salute and understand the hard work and dedication and the sacrifice that you make. Let's not let those who have a different agenda feed into the work that we know is our primary agenda. And that's making sure that our students are put first and that our students, like a Harmony Reed and so many others, have the opportunity to interface with professionals that could potentially open doors for them in the future. Go forth and have a great weekend. Continue to keep those who are struggling across the country, who are dealing with the loss of life, those who have recently been impacted by the hurricanes in the south and the southern region of our country. Continue to give them prayers and support. I found out today that there's a group of students in Asheville, North Carolina, whose classrooms will not open back up until the end of November. Think about interrupted learning. There's no power, there's no water, there's no access to information. They can't open up schools, they can't go to remote learning, and those students for the next 2 months will be unable to be educated, to be around their friends. We're blessed here, and we can share our blessings, and I think about how we share our blessings. And again, let's grow from the strengths of our organization and continue to show our students and the community at large that this district that we work in, that we're passionate about, is here to service our students and put them in spaces so those students like a Harmony Reed and so many others can interface with great people in our community. Have a great weekend, and I thank you for continuing to be a dedicated educator here in Hillside Public Schools District.